There are some things in life you're not meant to open. A small steel container tucked deep inside a private storage vault. No name. No label. Just the number 1347 scratched on the surface. It had been paid for every single year, by an account that no longer existed. No living owner. No valid signature. When it was finally flagged as unclaimed, 2 inspectors were assigned to open it. They expected paperwork. They both froze. Inside wasn't money. Wasn't documents. Wasn't anything normal. And the moment they radioed it in, someone, somewhere, was alerted. The person who sealed that box decades ago was about to do anything to keep it closed. Anything. Old diaries. Locked drawers. And metal boxes sealed so tightly, the air around them feels wrong. The story begins with a box just like that. Valence logs showed something strange. 2 nights before the inspectors opened box 1347, a woman had slipped into the building. She used a stolen badge. A fake name. A hood pulled low over her face, but cameras caught one clear detail. A bracelet. A thin silver band engraved with a single name, Iris. The next morning, the vault manager recognized the name. 23 years ago, an employee named Iris Hale had filed the rental form for box 1347, then vanished without a trace. No resignation. No forwarding address. Just disappeared from the city entirely. And now, someone wearing her bracelet was trying to get into the vault again. While officers secured the vault, the inspectors sat in a small interview room replaying radio footage. Their radios had picked up a faint signal during the box opening, a voice whispering through static. "Don't let them touch it." Another voice replied. "We sealed it for a reason." The call wasn't from officers. Not from dispatch. It was coming from underground lines beneath the vault, lines that had been disconnected since 1999. Whoever was speaking was using a private channel that shouldn't exist anymore, and the inspectors realized. This box wasn't just forgotten. It was protected. The steel lid sat open on the table. Inside the box was a cloth bundle the size of a grapefruit, wrapped in layers of decayed fabric, stained with time. When gloves peeled the cloth away, a small wooden figurine rolled out, hand-carved, painted decades ago. A little girl. But her eyes were wrong. Tiny metal discs were embedded into the sockets, like someone had replaced them. A tag attached to the doll read, "Property of Iris Hale." But underneath the tag was something worse. A strip of old film. Black and white. Labeled, Day 17, Do Not Develop. Investigators finally pulled the old employee file. 23 years earlier, Iris Hale had worked in the vault's basement level, a section no longer used. Colleagues described her as quiet, smart, a little too curious. Before she vanished, Iris had been repeatedly asking about abandoned boxes, forgotten clients, storage cases with no paperwork. She believed someone was hiding things inside the vault. Secrets. Her notes showed sketches of box 1347. Not safe to open. Not meant to be here. And her last scribbled line before she disappeared. "If they find the film, they'll come back for me. Not valuables." The strip was only 6 seconds long. Investigators developed it in a controlled room. Frame 1, a dim basement. Frame 2, a woman tied to a chair. Frame 3, Iris Hale standing behind the camera, terrified. Frame 4, a man's silhouette entering the room. Frame 5, the camera shaking violently. Frame 6, a blurry hand reaching toward the lens. The film ended there. No context. No sound. Just evidence of something Iris had witnessed, or tried to expose. A retired officer came forward. He recognized the vault. Recognized the basement. Recognized the silhouette. Back in the 90s, a private group had been renting abandoned spaces in the city, underground rooms, old vaults, unused offices. They called themselves the Order of Starlight. On the surface, they were just wealthy donors. Privately, they were obsessed with preserving moments. Filming people. Documenting fear, Iris Hale had discovered one of their rooms. And she recorded something she shouldn't have. Iris had panicked. She didn't trust the police. She didn't trust the building. She didn't trust anyone, so she hid the film inside a metal box and rented it under a fake name. Paid for it every year with cash. Until she tried to leave the city, and disappeared. But the box kept being paid for. Someone else started funding it. To make sure no one opened it, meaning, not to protect the public, to protect themselves. 2 weeks after the box was opened, the vault received a letter. No return address. No explanation. Inside was a single object. The same silver bracelet with the name Iris. Meaning someone was watching. Someone who knew the box had been opened. Someone who wanted the investigators to understand. Iris Hale might not be dead. She might be alive. Hiding. Running. Or worse. She might be working with the same people she once tried to expose. Because the last line of the letter simply said, "You opened the wrong box."